Morning, welcome to the video. It is the 23rd, no it's the 22nd of December, Thursday, and this is my final day at work. I always aim to finish on this date here, so that means that if I have any work, which I haven't got to because of bad weather, I've got tomorrow to get that done, and then obviously it's Saturday, Sunday. I think Sunday's Christmas Eve, I think. So yep, I should get it all finished today. It is dark outside right now, as you can see. Just loading the van up. Got plenty of battery stuff. Basically, I don't really want to buy any fuel today if I can help it. So I've got a load of batteries charged. I've got two more of these as well, but we shall see. But anyway, I definitely would be doing all my strimming today with a battery, as I always do. I have got the backpack here, and there's probably some fuel in there. There's definitely fuel in here, a little bit of fuel in there. I've run the billy goat dry yesterday, so hopefully we'll keep it that way. Got the 56 Pro, lights have gone out. There we go. So basically today is a case of just run everything out of fuel really. I've got the Ego backpack. This is kind of in a category of its own because it is a little bit more powerful than that handheld, but it's nowhere near as powerful as a backpack. That's a 600. So I think what I use this all summer. This is just for bits of blowing stuff off pathways, mower clippings, etc, etc. I think this comes into its own if you have a lot of that work and maybe one battery isn't enough, because this obviously has two batteries. It's a lot more comfortable having it on your shoulders than it is holding that the whole time. But then equally, if you've got to start, you need a backpack blower, but you've got to start extra early and you can't make the noise, then actually something like this, it's not as efficient, but it's certainly quieter. So it kind of it's in a little category on its own, is sort of my opinion of it so far. Sorry I have not put any videos out, right, but yeah, life just gets in the way, if I'm completely honest, and that's all I can say about it. You may notice a few changes. The garage, if you've seen my garage in any other videos, this is currently how it's looking. I've got clothes drying like there's no tomorrow. The floor hasn't been laid in the utility room yet, so that is why the utilities are, or the white goods are sort of in the garage. I've kept loads of wood. I've got the old kitchen, the worktops. There you go, back there. So I'm going to make a nice workbench. I've got two sets of sockets put in to sit just above the workbench there. Plenty of sockets actually in here. Another set of sockets here. A door which needs to go to the skip. That's the old bathroom door, I think. And then we have the new garage door. So this is Ellard. I didn't choose it, it's just what the builders put in. Another set of sockets, one to power the door, and one currently powering the Christmas lights. Also, what's quite good is we have a tap for easy access, and rather than having to go around the back to get water, and also some switches here, and then back here this turns the switches off, so no idiot can come and charge their Tesla while we're on holiday. So that's good. And then also turn the water off, so no kids can turn the water on or piss about like that. So yeah, currently these are both switched off and unusable, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment. So we'll get loaded up and then we'll get to the first job. So I'm trying to start at about 8 o'clock this morning. It is pitch black still, so we should see how we get on. I'll see you at the first job. Okay, so we're at property number 1. Grass isn't looking too bad actually. This is a new client for this year. I'm going to have to wrangle some reindeer. A few leaves, mainly from that tree there I think, out on the road as well. So it's 8 o'clock now, and basically I've got this house and then I've got two just further down there. Yesterday I was at a house up there, where you can see there's no leaves actually. And then a house just the other side of the building site, and that is one of my clients as well. Obviously it's a building site, so I shall be back in there when there's some grass to deal with, I suppose. So yeah, two more just down the dip. So yeah, so we'll get all these leaves tidied away. Okay, so lawn cut, deer's dealt with, and lawn cut over there too. So now we've got the back. I've just gone round and I've already done the trimming. I've just gone round and sort of blown the leaves all into the middle of the garden. I've not really done any work to the back since I've been here. As I say, this is a new client for this year. Came in about April time. I think they're doing work to the patio, so they said don't really bother because potentially all this will be dug up. Before I did the quote, there was basically loads of oak trees, which kind of went over, and they had 3 oak trees in the island in the middle, which basically made a massive roof for the bottom half of the garden. So they've had that thinned out. So just by doing that has made a vast improvement. I know it looks all mossy and stuff, but it was horrific beforehand. So I'm just going to go down the road and pick up my mower. There's a couple of doors down, bring it back, use that to cut and bag all the leaves, and then then drive it back to that property and use it at that house, and then come back up, get the van. So everyone's on the some kind of blower, I guess. This is Cub Cadet, side discharge. Bagger like that. A lot of people say they're not particularly good. It's okay. I know that you can get the fan which sends it on, but you kind of saw what the lawn was like with leaves and things like that, so it's cleared that up, and I mean this is how it's bagged so far, so it's you know, still some room in there, but yeah, not bad. What I like about this is now if I need to put this stuff into, let's just say, some bins for argument's sake, the problem is with the sort of the lawn tractors where you lift the lever at the back, you dump it on the floor, particularly if you've got to get it into bins, or you've got to get it into like wooden compost bays, for instance. You've got to pick it up, so I'd put a tarpaulin down, then lift the tarpaulin up, and that actually can be quite heavy if they're particularly wet leaves or a lot of sort of wet springtime grass and stuff like that. What's great about this is you've got 3 bins there. Yeah, just pick one off. It's nice and light, and yeah, just go and dump it. So yeah, that works pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with it, to be honest. Also, obviously you can take this pipe off. You literally just undo, there's 2 of these, and then undo that strap there, lift this out. Obviously that's a separate bit, and then you can side discharge if you want to side discharge. Obviously you have to be a little bit careful because things come flying out the side, but it also has a chute blocker, so then you can mulch if necessary, and yeah, it's got a few more spare bags and stuff like that, so not bad. It's done about 400 hours, but actually It's I got it and it had a few things wrong with it. So anyway, solved them. So new starter motor, new starter motor solenoid, and just a few little things. And yeah, no, it's good as gold. So really pleased with it. So this is that garden. It's been cut for a while actually. Don't do any lawn care back here, just mow it. Normally it's underwater for about 2 months of the year. That was the next door neighbour's house over there. I haven't filmed that one. It actually rained, which was a bit cheeky, so we're now here. Very windy right now. So that's why actually it's quite good sometimes on a windy day to put the leaves up, because then you're not quite chasing them around as much. Here we are, little John Deere X305R. Okay, so in my quest to leave everything run out of fuel, as you can see, the fuel light is on. So perfect. So that actually has worked perfect. I might just let it run for a little bit, just because this bloody E10's rubbish. So it's now 4 o'clock, and that is pretty much me done. I just need to, just with the blower, just finish off a few little areas where my muddy boots have been and things like that. So what I'll do is go straight to the lockup now. I'm going to empty everything out. What's been great is it's been really windy, and the 3 houses that I've been at today have gated gardens, gated driveways, so I've been able to leave the doors open, because certainly after Tuesday and last week everything was soaking in there. So the van has dried out really well, so that's great, as has like the bag for the mower and things like that, so that's brilliant. So the idea now is to just get everything out the van. Normally what I do is just put the valuables away at night, but I will get everything out now, just so it can have a good, real good sort of dry off, and then at some opportunity I will give it a good clean out. Okay, so we're back. Everything's in the container. Van's emptied out, blown out. So that's it. Have a great Christmas. And on the Cut Crew YouTube page, and also I think on like some of the podcast channels as well, like Spotify and things like that, you can listen to a new thing they're doing called Turf and Talk, I think it is, and I happen to be their first guest. So obviously quite a few people have probably pulled out before we scraped the barrel down to my level. But anyways, hope you enjoy that. Check that out. Go and support Jack over on his channel, and give that a go. And I'll see you in the new year. Have a good Christmas.